Hello everyone, this is Richard with Richard's Beer Reviews. So sometimes you're feeling a little emotional, sentimental, and intellectual, and you feel like writing a poem, but you want to drink a beer too. So, to beer or not to beer? That is the question. Stick around. This next beer that I'm reviewing might help you with that question. Okay, everyone, this is the beer I'm talking about. It's by a brewery in Escondido, California. It's called Stone Brewery. It's one of my favorite breweries. They're famous for their IPAs. And because they're in California, they're famous for what's called the West Coast IPA. And as you know, IPAs stands for Indian Pale Ales. So they tend to be strong and they tend to be bitter. But this one, in their website, they say that this is reminiscent of all punk rock. I don't know what the hell that means, but it's Stone IPA is the brewery, and the name of the beer is called Liquid Poem. Liquid Poem. Not sure where they come up with that name. Maybe because it's a double IPA. IPAs are strong to begin with, and a double IPM is really strong. So I imagine after you drink a couple of this, you'll probably be writing some poems. They might not be any good, but you think they will. They are going to be good. So I'm going to break this guy open and tell you what I think about Liquid Poem from Stone IPM, Stone Brewery. This is a seasonal IPA. So if you want to try, you better get on it because right now they're making this video in the 3rd of July. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. And they don't hang around that much. And they're also kind of pricey. You're looking at about $14, $15 for a 6-pack. So I'm going to pop this bad boy and we'll see what Liquid Poem IPA, and I might start writing some poems. Who knows? Okay, here we go. I got my snifter because every time you're drinking double IPA, you need to drink it on a snifter. And very important, for all you guys who drink beers out of the can or out of the bottle, it's a big mistake because beers are carbonated. Yes, they're carbonated like sodas. And when you open them up, here's the Liquid Poem IPA. You hear that sound? That means there's a little of the carbonation. And then when you pour it, some beers have more foam than others. You see that foam? That carbonation releasing, expands in the beer. So if you were to drink this straight from the bottle into your stomach, what's going to happen to this expansion? That's right. This expansion is going to happen in your stomach. And then you're going to be like burping away and feeling super full. So you want to have this expansion happen in your glass. Also, this expansion of carbonation, there's a reason for carbonation. It releases a lot of flavors and aromas of the hops. So this beer in particular has what they call it Columbus hops. And I like to say that I know what that means, but I don't. So it's obviously some kind of hop that it's a special hop that gives us some kind of distinguished flavor. So as you can see, it's clear. So you can see my hand right through it, which is typical of West Coast IPAs. They're clear and they're bitter. They're the alcohol contents of this, or the ABV, alcohol by volume, is 9.7, which is high. It's high. It's a typical, not typical, but it's a little high for double IPAs. And the bitterness of this is 98, which is super high, which is good because real IPA guys like bitter, clear IPAs. Actually, IPAs have gotten really popular nowadays, not only among guys, but also among girls, because there's it's not the West Coast IPA that's made them popular, but the East Coast IPA in Texas, that we were making all these hazy IPAs, because IPAs allows you to really have fun and experiment with all these fruit flavors. So there's mango IPAs, there's cotton candies IPAs, there's all this kind of fruity IPAs, and they have a lot of flavor and they're sweeter, and that's why they're appealing to the mass market. But the original IPAs were very bitter and strong. So this is what I like. I like the hazies too, but overall I prefer the bitters, and that's called, so if you want a bitter, clear IPA, which also they're called also filter IPAs, you need to ask for a West Coast style IPA. And Dogfish Head and Stone are the two main breweries from the West Coast that are famous for their West Coast IPAs. So this is called Liquid Poem. And we're gonna see what it tastes like. Well, you know, it's pretty amazing because it got a really strong hoppy flavor, but I guess it's what they talk about the Columbus hops. It must be really high quality hops because it's not that bitterness that hits you after. Because you know, most of the bitterness you taste it right after you swallow, but this does not give you that bitter swallow, and it's smooth throughout, and it's delicious. It's really good. And it doesn't feel bitter at all because, like I said, the bitterness is covered after you swallow. It's got a beautiful color, nice little head to it, not too much. Great taste, great smell, and this is a 9.7 alcohol, which is super strong, and usually beers like that, they taste boozy, that you can tell the alcohol, but this one doesn't. So this is really a dangerous IPA because you can drink a couple of this not realizing how much alcohol you're drinking, and maybe that's where the name comes from. After you drink a couple of this, I can see myself writing a poem or two. Yeah. Okay, so this is my quick beer review of the Liquid Stone Liquid Poem. IP is a double IPA by Stone, and if you don't remember, a double just means that they take either double the time. It's a really loose term because it can mean many things: fermentation, alcohol, hops, and sometimes it means all of those. So they double on everything, and it just gives you a stronger, more boozy beer and more flavorful beer. And this is not the beer that you drink at a ball game or you chug down. This is a beer you sip, and it's obvious when you open it and you try it because it's just delicious. It's like if you were drinking a brandy or a wine. You don't grab a wine and you chug it down. Not at least at the beginning of the party, but you sip it and you enjoy the flavor. If you do not enjoy the flavor when you're sipping it, then you're drinking the wrong thing. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this quick beer review. It's just I was just stopping for some beer and I saw this stuff and liquid poem. Okay. And but what grabbed me is Stone, because Stone Brewery makes delicious IPAs. And I'm an IPA guy. I like IPAs. I like stouts and I like lagers, but my preferred beer, if I'm going to sit in my back patio or with some friends playing poker and smoking a cigar, it's definitely an IPA. And so that's what grabbed my attention. And it's a seasonal, so I like to try seasonals because you gotta snatch them when you got them because they're seasonal. So that means they're gonna be gone in no time. And it was a little pricey, but not too much. I mean, $13 for a six pack is really not a lot for the kind of beers I like to drink. But I don't know if it's going to make me a poem writer. Maybe, who knows? But enjoy, try it out. Thumbs up on this beer. On my regards, it's a delicious beer. I'm gonna enjoy this beer and the other five. And if you like this video, put the thumbs up. If you want to get more of these videos of my beer reviews, subscribe. And if you are you gotta go to YouTube and subscribe. And if you have a beer, special beer that you would like to hear my point of view or history about it, because my beer reviews are mostly focused on the history of the beer, then I would just put it on the comments, and I would be more than happy to review that beer. You know, every beer review means I get to drink another beer. So I'm kind of cool with that. So see you later, guys.